My name is Gun, and this is my friend. I call him a shit prophet, or whatever. At that time we was in the cafeteria as usual. I was eating fried chicken, and my friend was talking some nonsense that I'll die in the next 24 hours. You see, things in this world has turned upside down. Monsters can kidnap people to start negotiating with the government, and also the government always want its own peace, not the safety of people. That's where we awaken start. I'm the 13th awakener and also the strongest awakener that symbolizes the world. You may be wondering why I didn't pay any attention to my friend. It's because he keeps talking, but he's a good man. There is a place called the Demonic Tower. This is the place where the monsters live. So to save the world we need to keep hunting and make sure the monsters never came out. But you know, if you are on top, there will always those people who will be, what word can I use? Those people who will be dicks. They will always try to put you down for your glory. I may look like a son of a bitch, but I'm strong. Don't judge me. I'm kind too. After our successful hunt, some bitches worked up. I was left to fend for myself in the dangerous area. All I remember is that I have been fighting since I can remember. I have been stabbed in the back left for death, but here I am. I'm making monsters call for their mommies and begging for help. Finally, it's over. I can finally get out. Somewhere near the Demonic Tower, there was two people running for their pathetic lives because they forgot to subscribe to Black X Manhwa since it's a new channel. They thought leaving a like and a comment was worthless, so they try to be sneaky because they thought it was a safe day to do some nonsense. Until they get sounded by the wolves. This is to all of you who haven't subscribed. You are goners like this guy. Laugh out loud. Well, they got surrounded by wolves and they are not awakeners. Let's give them names. The elder guy will be Spot and the younger one will be Scooby. Scooby was saying that if Lee Jian was here, this monster breakout couldn't be a problem. Suddenly there was some noise from the Demonic Tower. What followed was the branding light. Then there was an explosion after that. Spot someone coming out from the demonic, so he asked Scooby if he had seen. Okay guys, let me shine with this words. The guy was thinking about taking out some bitches that bitched him back then and stubbed his ass and push him in the trap. I think you know who the bitch sounds like. He made a promise to pay back the favor they did him with profit on top. For the wolves, well, let's see what happens to them. He was beating them like they have eaten his chicken. Even Spot and Scooby can't believe what they were seeing. Spot was saying that even though the demonic beast was low ranks, awakeners have trouble dealing with them, but his doing it effortlessly. Unfortunately, Spot was too shocked. He made a sound that made RMC notice them. So he jumped high and landed near those two people. They begged and asked why he was attacking them. While RMC, seeing Spot and Scooby, said if there are people here then it's all cleared, no beasts in the area. Spot and Scooby was like, phew, we are alive. Okay, now we know their names. The elder man is Ajusi and the younger one is Jimin. This two puppies can't believe that he just come out from the Demonic Tower. They all know that the Demonic Tower was dangerous enough for people to just die even if you just get close there. How can someone get out from the tower? And to make the matters worse, the tower has collapsed. Imagine talking about someone and that someone is standing there with his hands in his pockets, in front of you. Suddenly the boss level monster showed up. Those two guys was too scared, almost wetting there. Okay, no jocks, but RMC was just like, what is this happening? Before he was turning to look what's going on. But the demonic beast gives him no chance to do some nonsense. It realized the fire breath towards RMC, but like a badass he is, he just watch it through and through. His hands was still in his pockets. Those two guys was like, are we still alive? Thinking he just protected them. Well, RMC told the demonic beast to stay still with its fucking shithead. He jumped high up, then he bring down his feast, smashing its head, telling it to sit. Well, our puppies was so shocked, just like the souls has run away from their bodies. After anything has stopped, he confirmed that it's all cleared again. Then he called those two puppies and ordered them to go. They asked to go where he tell them to go and buy some fried chicken. Well, our boy is the same shithead, even if his face has been cleaned up. He asked for some food and some clothes too. Forward in the fast food restaurant, our boy eat $10,000 worth of food, and he even held back because our two puppies says they don't have money. Look at that bitch behind. She was laughing like she has just seen Mr. Bean for the first time. Well, Spot was not having it. He asked since he said he held back what's wrong with our boy. But our boy just replied that they say that they will do anything us thanks for saving their lives. He ordered another portion of ramen noodle. Scooby tried to ask who our boy is. He a divine cadre captain or a disciple? And what was the business he was doing near the tower? It was confusing. They wanted to know how or why they were sensing magical power. Our boy just said it was simply because he was in the tower, and when he get out it just happened that he ends up there. Since they want to know why they were able to sense magic power, they ask if he awakened his power through a god's blessing. But our boy just said he can't be saving some son of the bitches who keep demanding something in return. Suddenly, he sees his reflection on the spoon and sees the handsome guy like never before. He shout to bring the mirror, and look at his face when he find out that he has no scars. After they bring the mirror, he was too shocked and happy too. He is no longer looking like a son of a killer. Now he even wonder what happened because he know that it was impossible to recover from those scars, and thinking of it, his left arm has grown back. So he tried to check, but he find a snake symbol on his hand. Asking what was it, it flicker. Then activate, he felt pain in his left arm like never before. Suddenly he just received notifications like, you have experienced death, you have achieved the impossible, all the abilities will be transferred to the new body, all the achievements from the He Tower will be converted into experience, you have achieved the Zodiac skills, all skills used will be transferred and evolved, you are now able to use the string Ophiuchus. I'm speechless. Well, after that he asked if they have seen the snack anywhere here. Well, Scooby will explain what happened a moment ago. Our boy was asking for a mirror. Once they bring the mirror, he removed his clothes and ran to the mirror. After seeing him in the mirror, he hold his wrist and screamed like he has won the jackpot. Our boy was thinking that no one can see the snake but himself. Well, our friends were thinking that just one stick of weed he will be mirror. Other notifications pops up like you have become the owner of Ophiuchus. Then they started popping up like the way I hate to read. The last notifications was super regeneration. Any damage to the body will be automatically restored. Our body has reformed a new one, and there is a penalty. Physical ability will be decreased by 50%, and the time was showing the remaining time. It was 1,032 hours remaining. After he find out his body has changed and his skills has doubled, the only thing remaining is revenge. He was too excited thinking about those people who stubbed him on his back. He can't wait to see them. Look at our puppy's reaction, priceless. Back at the demonic tower, people was speculating why the demonic tower fallen. It will cause an uproar in the world because it was the demarcation of beasts and people. They were wondering who did it. Could it be our boy's followers, or Dexiples who hates him? They look at the demonic beasts they call calamities. Even saints can't just defeat them quickly. The only one who's capable enough was RMC. But they have to wait and see if he is back. On the press conference, reporters was asking if our boy survived. His name is Saint Youngwei Nim. Who want me to give him a name? I think Japanese names are too hard for me. Let's call him Simba. Simba just say he has no comments on that and left. Simba was so angry thinking about RMC. The guy from the back said, wait, imagine the monsters in the tower. They're all high rank. Even if they formed a party of high ranks, they had challenge dealing with the red eye monster. How can one person survive the beast nest? His powers was destroying his body. To top on that, he has no God's blessing like other 12 saints. But they know that if he survived, they are all fucked. Talking about RMC, he was in the shop buying a phone. Not iPhone, but other phones there, with poor camera but good battery life. Well, we end this chapter here. We'll continue as soon as I see 20 views. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. It doesn't help the channel, but it helps me to know that you are waiting for part 2. Love you guys. See you after 20 views.